Yes, my Between the Liners. Welcome back to the Between the Lines podcast. Manchester United have just won their EFL Cup 2023. 2-0 versus Newcastle at Wembley Stadium. Was it ever in doubt? Was it really ever in doubt? Marcus Rashford with the goal. Weghorst with a sensational performance. Casemiro with an unbelievable header. A dominant performance from Casemiro. Erik ten Hag, was it ever in doubt? Manchester United have won the EFL Cup. Our first trophy that Ten Hag could have won, and he's done it with ease. Relative ease. Was it ever in doubt? I keep saying, was it ever in doubt? I cannot believe it. Well, I can, to be honest. Our first trophy since 2017. Post-Fergie, we've gone through a number of managers and things haven't looked very progressive for a long time. It hasn't looked sustainable. For the first time in a long time, this looks sustainable. Was it ever in doubt? I'm telling you now, did any of you think that we weren't going to win this game? If you did, then you were absolutely crazy and you don't understand football and you're delusional. When Ten Hag stepped into the building, he said, eras come to an end. Liverpool, Man City, anyone else in our way, I'm sorry. Your era, your time is coming to an end. This performance, we made it look easy. The Manchester United team, the players that have turned it around from last season to this season, the players that we've brought in, Casemiro, Martinez, Sabitzer, Weghorst, etc., etc., Malacia, every single one of you have played a part to make Manchester United become a dominant force again. And I'm not going to lie, things are going so well, I keep thinking, when is the bad part going to hit? When is something going to bring us back to realism? When is something going to bring us crashing back down to earth? Because it cannot be this good. How do we win 3 games this week in 1 week? 3 games in a week. We're playing a game every 3 days. Surely this isn't sustainable. Let's get into today's game. We are the EFL Cup winners. And I'm not going to lie, 10 years ago when we had Fergie, I was spoiled. Growing up, I've been spoiled a lot by Ferguson and Manchester United. Sir Alex Ferguson and Manchester United, you've spoiled me a lot. I used to write off tournaments like the Carabao Cup, the EFL Cup, and say it wasn't even a big trophy. This actually is a big trophy. Think about teams like Swansea, Birmingham. When they've won it, this is a trophy that they would have won only one time in their life. The chance to get to Wembley is a massive opportunity for any professional footballer to get to a final and play at Wembley in front of 90,000 fans. An unbelievable experience, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for a lot of professional footballers. And I'm sorry for discrediting the League Cup before, because this is a major trophy, a trophy that starts possibly a long line of trophies, a long line of success for Erik ten Hag and Manchester United. We're going to be calling this guy Sir Erik ten Hag within the next 10, 15 years because this guy is phenomenal. The management style, the way he talks in press conferences, the tactics, the class, the confidence. Before this game started, if you was a United fan, I'm sure at least 99% of you had about 90% confidence that we would win this game. That's what this manager has done for us. It's phenomenal. And I just want to say, before I even get into the game, the triangle of Rafael Varane, Martinez, Casemiro, that triangle is absolute filth. That must be the best triangle in world football today. I'm sorry. I can't think of any other better triangle. That is genuinely insane. Let's get into the game. Where do I start? We've won our first trophy since 2017. The last time we won the Europa League. Finally, we're back. Manchester United are coming back to the top. All right, let's get into the game. We'll talk about the starting lineup first, like I usually do. And I guess there was only 3 critical points. 1, does Wan-Bissaka start over Dalot? And he went for Dalot, obviously. 2, does Fred keep his place in the team? And 3, does Weghorst start? And he's gone for Weghorst, he's gone for Fred, and he's also started Anthony ahead of Sancho. All completely reasonable decisions. Also, before I carry on, I want to say Glazer's out. I know Avram Glazer was at the game. Glazer's out. Because of you, I couldn't get a ticket to the final today. Probably. Let's get into the positives. And you know what? I'm going to start with the defenders. Shout out De Gea as well. Made one big save from St. Maximin. Came off his line a couple times. Come out and punched it a few times. But I'm going to take it to the defense because today, that defense was outstanding. I'm sorry. I can't even single out Martinez and Varane because genuinely, defensively, Dalot, Martinez, Varane, Shaw, even Wan-Bissaka when he came on in the second half, that was an incredible defensive display from every single one of them. One-on-one defending as a group, defending from set pieces. That was phenomenal. Like, genuinely, I have no other words except phenomenal. That defensive display was incredible from every single one of them. Even Wan-Bissaka didn't complain that he didn't start the game, and he could have rightfully done so because he's been playing well recently while Dalot's been injured. Came on in the second half, shut down Alan St. Maximin down to a T. Made that guy look like some average winger. We've seen St. Maximin take on every single fullback in the league and beat them with ease. I didn't see him get past Wan-Bissaka once. Wan-Bissaka was playing in Newcastle's half and messing around with it, dribbling past guys like he was one of the best fullbacks in the world right now. I'm sorry, but the defenders were insane. Bruno Fernandes, led by example. Probably could have been a bit more clinical on the ball today. I'm fine with it. I don't care. Fred was a bit careless in possession, especially in the first half, but his work rate, tenacity and desire is what makes him a Manchester United player. And we all know Fred's had some... By default, our mind reverts back to Fred of the past when he's been surrounded by poor players like McTominay and Maguire, setting him up for failure. And obviously, that some of it is down to him. His ability on the ball has been questionable. But today, his work rate, tenacity to nip in and get in front of a Newcastle player, the evil tactics as well, like wasting time, getting into a Newcastle player's face, blocking the free kick, outstanding. Giving him no time on the ball. Outstanding. I'm sorry. Rashford. What more can we say about Sir Marcus Rashford, MBE? Dr. Marcus Rashford, MBE. I think they might not give that goal to him. I do not care. In my mind, that was a Marcus Rashford goal. You saw him do the celebration. You saw him finish it off. That's a Marcus Rashford goal. Anthony. You've had a lot of critics in your first season as a 22-year-old in the Premier League. But boy, the enjoyment you give to us as a team, the work rate you give, the ball retention, the skills, the desire, the work rate to even track back is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Weghorst. Let me bring it to Weghorst right now. Spoiler alert. Weghorst was my man of the match. I know Jamie Carragher and Gary Neville gave to Casemiro. Forget that. Bun that. Weghorst. You were my man of the match. You know why? That work ethic from a striker, a 6'4", whatever he is, to come. I saw my man in our own box tackling Almiron. I'm sorry, but what? Weghorst, you deserve this trophy. And I know he might not even be here next season, but for what he's done in every game, you got to remember, every time since he's signed for us, he started every single game. There's a reason why Ten Hag is starting guys like Weghorst and Anthony. Obviously, they're not in the same bracket technically, but there's a reason why they start every single game, even if they're not having the best of games on the ball. They start every game because Ten Hag plays guys that will fight for the badge and die for the team for 90 minutes. That's why Weghorst plays. Yes, he's not the greatest technically, but did you see that assist? Before he even assisted the ball, by the way, he was the one that went up for the challenge. He was the one that played a little 1-2 off Marcus. Rashford goes through. Weghorst with the composure, the weight of the pass to find Rashford, who bags it into over Luis Carrios or whatever. Weghorst, you are my man in the match. Didn't even deserve to come off for 16 minutes, after 16 minutes, in my opinion. That's one criticism I might give to Ten Hag today. Weghorst deserved to play at least 80 minutes. But because of the way Newcastle coming on to us in the second half, I understood the decision. Obviously, Ten Hag, I'm sorry for that questioning you, my bad. Weghorst, fantastic. Now, let me bring it on to the guy that scored our first goal. Casemiro. Oh my. please go back and watch my previous videos when we first signed him. I told every single one of you this is the best CDM in the world right now, potentially one of the best CDMs of all time. If you debate that, I'm not crazy. You are crazy. If any of you are debating that, you are crazy. The guy has took it to new levels. He's not even a CDM anymore. He's actually almost a box-to-box. Did you see that goal? Shout out Luke Shaw for the cross, by the way. Fantastic cross. Unbelievable cross. Casemiro. I keep saying the word desire because that's what Ten Hag is instilled in us. Bruno and Maguire lifting up the trophy together. I've got it on in the background. Shout out Maguire. First trophy as captain of United. Shout out Bruno Fernandes. My real captain. Captain's performance. Winning a trophy. First trophy since 2017. Some of these guys have won in their first ever trophy right now. Bruno, Maguire, Weghorst has won a trophy before Harry Kane. He's been here 3 months. If that. He's only been 2 and a bit months. And he's already won a trophy. Sabitzer, he's already won a trophy with us. Raphael Varane adds a measly League Cup to his 4 Champions League titles. And did you see the way that Varane and Casemiro, after everything they've won, the way that they celebrate winning against Newcastle, getting a goal kick against Newcastle? That's desire. Back to the Casemiro goal. That header, I keep saying it, the desire to get to the ball ahead of his man, to be able to have the presence to not foul the defender in front of him, to win the header, to plant it in the far right corner, to get the opener at Wembley of a final. I'm lost for words. You know how much of a privilege it is to have Varane and Casemiro on our team, and then to see Casemiro win the header and to get the goal as the opener at Wembley in a final. He's now won 11 out of his last 13 finals. It's an honour, absolute honour to have him on our team. Honour to have Varane on our team. Privilege to have them both on our team and to see them fighting for Manchester United as if they've been here for the last 10 years. Absolute honour. I want to thank you guys. I want to thank Erik Ten Hag. Fantastic. Enjoy the win, United fans. It's a long time coming. We're coming back for the top. We're coming back for everything that we deserve. All you rival fans, if any of you are watching this, you better watch out. You better enjoy your days because Erik Ten Hag does not mess around. Let's go on to the negatives of the game. And genuinely, I don't have many, so this is going to be short. The positives probably went on for a long time. The negatives of the game, I thought Fred was a bit sloppy in possession. I thought that it was interesting. I think we kind of drew Newcastle on. You got to bear in mind, we just beat Barcelona 3 days ago. I think in the first 20 minutes, we allowed Newcastle to kind of get settled a bit. And I thought we was going to be a bit more aggressive and take the game to them, but we didn't. We allowed Newcastle to come at us. We allowed them to settle down. Lo and behold, more genius from Ten Hag. And I'm saying this is a negative, by the way. Somehow I've turned it into a positive. He allowed Newcastle to get settled. They got comfortable. 2 counter punches, 5 minutes later, we're already 2-0 up. In the first half, game's done and dusted. Erik Ten Hag, you absolute genius. And the only other negative is from the second half, we allowed Newcastle to counter us, to attack us quite a lot. They held quite a lot of possession. But I guess, end of the day, doesn't matter how much possession you have, it's about what you can do with the little possession that you do have. And throughout that whole game, I felt so comfortable. This is a final, by the way. Tell me, if you're a Man United fan right now, get in the comments right now. Tell me on a scale of 0 to 10, how comfortable were you that we were going to win that game? Because for me, it was 10 out of 10 the whole time. I was not shook of Newcastle at all. The only time I got a bit scared was when Jacob Murphy took that 30, 40-yard shot and it whistled past the post, because that strike was crazy, you know. If that went in, that would have been unbelievable. But yeah, would have been a shaky last 5-10 minutes. But genuinely, I felt so comfortable. Let's go into the match roundup. Erik Ten Hag, this is all I can say, man. For everyone that didn't want you, like all the pundits that were saying that we should get Pochettino or we should get someone else, Ten Hag hasn't got experience in England, we don't know what he's going to do in England. I hope you've shut your mouth now. You owe Eric Ten Hag an apology. I want you to all do a press conference with him after this game and give an apology. I know it's only the League Cup, but still, for the way that he's turned around this club after the first 2 Premier League games of the season, to now be within contention of 3 more trophies, by the way. We've already got 1 out of the way. There's 3 more trophies that we could realistically win. It's not like we're far off every single one. There's a good chance. I'm not saying we're going to win all of them, but there's a good chance we could win all of them. But this game, the game management that he's instilled in these players, because some of these players I thought were dumb last season. I thought they were dumb. They had no game management, but to see what they're capable of, to see the game out, to be comfortable in a final at Wembley with all the pressure, with all the memories of losing in the Europa League final, I think it was 2 years ago under Oli against Villarreal, to come through that and to be able to win this game. Sensational game management from the players, from the management. Man in the match, as I've said, I know they've given to Casemiro. My man in the match was Weghorst. And I'm just going to quickly look at who we've got next, because I was only looking at this week thinking, we've got 3 games this week. If we win 3 out of 3, it's phenomenal. And we've done it somehow. Like, it's not sustainable. This can't be sustainable. Anyway, the next game we've got is Wednesday coming up. We've got the FA Cup versus West Ham. After that, we've got Liverpool. After that, we've got Real Betis in the round of 16, Europa League. I'm sorry, but bring them on. Bring every single one of them on. Old Trafford Wednesday, West Ham, you're finished. I'm sorry, you're finished. Liverpool, Anfield, it's going to be tough. I know we don't have a great record at Anfield, but I'm sorry. I'm going in there with 99% confidence that Eric Ten Hag will put on a performance. This Manchester United team will put on a performance for us to probably get 3 points. And Real Betis, I'm sorry, but you're done. Europa League, we're into the next round already. Manchester United fans, please enjoy this win. It's been 6 years in the making. We've got to win. The EFL Cup. I want you to cherish this. It's a trophy. It's a major competition. Enjoy it while you can. We're coming for more. This season is not done yet. Eric Ten Hag, I'm sorry I keep mentioning you, but you are phenomenal. I'm not going to say that we're going to come and win 4 trophies because we're playing a game every 3 days and this cannot be sustainable. There's going to be a drop in form. I say that, but I don't even believe me saying that. But there must be, because our squad is not capable, it's not strong enough, surely, to maintain this win rate for every three days with a game every 3 days. I'm sorry, it can't be sustainable. If it is, but you never know with Ten Hag. You never know. Look, I'm not going to say something mad. Enjoy the win, United fans. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, get in the comments, tell me who was your man in the match, because I'm giving it to Weghorst. I don't care what anyone says. And this is why you don't believe guys who only watch football from TV and they go and slag off players on Twitter and they only play FIFA, because I'm sure a lot of United fans would have cussed out Weghorst. But genuinely, that performance today, that was a classic Manchester United performance. Obviously, he hasn't got the greatest ability on the ball, we all know that, but to play and fight for the badge for 90 minutes or whenever you're on that pitch for Manchester United is the main thing that I look out for. Technique will come second, but heart and desire and playing for the badge is what I ask for first. That's why, Weghorst, you are my man in the match. If you disagree, get in the comments. I don't even care if you disagree. We're Man United. We've won the lot. We're never going to stop. Glory, glory, Man United. There's still more to come for this season. Eric Ten Hag, I love you. I'm saying it right now. I don't say that lightly. Eric Ten Hag, I love you. See you guys in the next one. Peace out. Between the lines.